Let me just go to the bit.ly quickly.
See that?
Huh?
Latif?
This is Latif. Okay, so I need to delete this one. Edited and redirected links cannot be deleted. At the beginning of this live stream.
Wait, what does that go to?
The video. I can change this and then remake it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
What? That was crazy.
Sorry.
That was crazy. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm going to pay $8 and then I'm going to cancel it. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do.
We just need to post a new link.
Okay.
On all,
on everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have to make a graphic because it's fucking Instagram.
And then give me your. We're working.
You're still working? Okay, cool.
Yeah. The link is no longer working.
Oh, okay.
But there is something.
Posting a new link.
But it.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah. But the stream has begun.
Yep. Well,
it
that's
is
how it goes
happening. Even.
Thank you for your patience.
Oh, there are 3 people on it. How they found 4 even. How they found us, I do not know. But thank you for being here.
Well, on.
Oh wait, I didn't. Did I just text? Oh, I just
texted me.
Okay.
Is that on Instagram?
I am posting it right now. Did you do it? No, I'm doing it right
Maybe once we you can say when they started in just a couple minutes.
That's right.
And then we'll get started in a couple minutes.
Perfect.
Cool. Thank you.
Can I repost?
Oh wait, let me delete this story.
And then wait, can you?
The other one is. Hello, everybody. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes.
I'm so sorry.
I have an edit for the
Yeah, no.
for the order.
Okay.
Instead of going Stephanie, who I mentioned before, instead of going second to last, here, it's gonna go separate.
Okay. Okay, so it'll be, although maybe we should, actually, maybe I should just stay. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll just stay. I'm gonna do that anyway. Right, thing. Oh, that's the, actually,
I think they changed so it was
and the second one, this
Well, I thought it was just because that thing was like going down the
This is nice. It's kind of like yeah.
Let's start, right? I'm sorry.
Hello, everybody. Hi. What's up? My name is Danny.
And I'm Abbie.
And we're going to be your hosts tonight. Ooh, so awesome. Hello and welcome to Feisty Disabled Artists. Before we get started, some things for you to know. There is a bathroom in the office where you came in. It's right on the right next to that door where you enter, as well as a cool down area with fidgets. Please be aware that we're trying to keep that space low stimulation. Feel free to get up, move around, do what you need to do, but try to limit noise. We also ask that you please keep your mask on the whole night. If you have any access concerns through the night, you can feel free to check in with James in the back there. James is waving his hand. Awesome. And for those of us who are on the live stream, we apologize for some of our live stream snafus. And we hope that it sounds good, but just know that we'll also have a high quality recording available afterwards with captioning. We wanted to bring everyone together tonight. It's so awesome to see you all here to celebrate Judy Heumann, who died a year ago today. We thought this would be a really special way to honor her since she always stressed the importance of community.
I was lucky enough to meet Judy when she was the commencement speaker at NYU, where both of us went to school. And I remember the person who was introducing her was like, Judy Heumann is a great example of how one person can really make a difference. And the first thing she said when she got up on stage was, it's never just one person, it's always the community. And I love that. She called him right out. And yeah, so that's part of why we wanted to bring this community together. That said, she was a very impressive individual with a lot of accomplishments. She was one of the organizers of the 504 sit-in for disability rights, which is what the show that I'm writing that you'll hear from later tonight is about. She worked under the Obama administration and the Clinton administration for the World Bank. She was a senior fellow for the Ford Foundation. She was a really just all-around influential and amazing person and a consummate community organizer. The name of this event is inspired by her quote, "I want to see feisty disabled people change the world." Yeah. And I feel really grateful that I feel I'm in a room full of feisty disabled people who are going to change the world together. And I hope that this can be a night where we can build the relationships and the connections to go out and change the world together.
We also have an altar in the back, in that back room over there for Judy, and you're welcome to add to it whatever you'd like. We're going to start by saying the Mourner's Kaddish, which is traditionally said on the anniversaries of someone's death in Jewish tradition. And we have some extra copies of the Mourner's Kaddish if you'd like to read along. And if you know it, good for you. And if you don't want to read along, that's awesome too. You can just join in the company of the wonderful A.A. Brenner, who's going to come up and lead. And A.A. Brenner is a playwright, screenwriter, dramaturg, actor, and New Yorker. A.A.'s writing blends naturalistic dialogue with heightened realism to explore queer, trans, Jewish, and disability themes, challenging both societal power structures and theatrical form. Ooh.
Thank you guys for that lovely introduction. As I fight with this. Oh, here we go. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so if anyone wants a copy of the Mourner's Kaddish, it's coming around, so feel free to grab one. And before I begin, is there anyone else who wants to add a name, invoke their presence in memory tonight? If so, feel free to say their name right now and bring them into the space.
Lila Olson. Stacy Melbourne. Nicholas Pacheco. Rosemary Harity. Ben. Cecilia Beck.
Amazing. Thanks.
Cecilia Gentili.
Fantastic. Thank you, folks. And Adam North. All right. So let's all say it together. Feel free to say it along with me if you know it. Yit Gadol v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah V'alma Divra Hirute V'amlich Mahute V'chayechon Uvyomechon Uvchaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'gala Uvizman Kariv Vimru Amen. Yehe Shmei Rabba Mivarach Le'alam Omei Almaya. Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yit Pa'ar V'yit Romam V'yit Naseh V'yit Hadar V'yit Ale V'yit Halal Shmei Dekudusha Brichu Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbachata V'nechemata Damiran Bialma Vimru Amen. Yehe Shlama Rabba Min Shmaya V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Vimru Amen. Ose Shalom Bimrumav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Vimru Amen. Thank you guys. All right. Don't mind this very organized script I have here. Our first act is going to be Stephanie, the 2023 New York City and inaugural New York State Youth Poet Laureate. Pretty amazing. We have the Poet Laureate in the house. She was also a part of the 2022 New York City Youth Slam team with Urban Word NYC. She is a longtime advocate for equity and access to education and arts, having organized with organizations such as the Healing Centered Schools Task Force, studying as a Columbia University Beyond the Bars Fellow, and being honored as the 2021 Princeton Prize in Race Relations honoree. She has been highlighted by the Today Show, NPR, and CBS for her poetry and advocacy, and has performed at the Lincoln Center, the Apollo Theater, the Schoenberg Center, the Barclay Center, and more. And I also just worked with her at Theater for Change through Broadway Advocacy Coalition, and just what an amazing artist. So yay, Stephanie!
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Abbie, for the welcome into the space. Wow, that was a bio. Yeah, I feel like all the things have already been acknowledged. Rest in peace to the people and the person specifically that we're honoring here today and the people that you all called out. Yeah, okay, I have a poem that I like to share because it feels very personal to me and it is very representative of who I am and who I'm from and where I'm from, and how that connects to my beliefs for global liberation for everyone. So this mic a little short. How I'm just on my video. Okay. Poets know how to use mics, I promise. Okay. Is anyone here from the Bronx? I didn't think so. It's fine. Okay. Oh, that's so good. That's so good for us. Okay. I'm going to start the poem now. Okay. Field trips called for a walk to the bodega the morning of. Demanded a bacon, egg, and cheese of my $5. Said we gon' eat before we go to the Bronx Zoo. Always on the D train, always on Wednesdays, always free entry. The train was the hood kids' magic vessel into Wonderland. We made steel poles our enchanted forest, wished upon the stars of its lights, and tapped our feet to the sound of the underground roar. We say, the most Bronx trip you could attend was the Bronx Zoo, was the one that was cheapest for the school budget, was the one that all of our mommies could afford, was the other place where caged beings live. Say, the mark of nativity is watching other beings in capture, is being a witness to the cage, is celebrating the fact that at least we voyage together. Say, we dream of home too. I say I'm from New York and I mean, I've been going to the same braiding shop on Fordham since I was 11. I found the rhythm of fingers twirling my hair into soil and blossom and named it my favorite beat. I say I'm from New York and I mean, I recite Hey Ma by Cameron and Dile al Amor by Aventura in my sleep. I mean, I dream of song, These be the gospel tunes that made block aunties and tias jump up in praise. I mean, La Pompa was our baptism, and these streets are my church. I say, I began to count the pigeons, how they became holy in my chest too. You black-winged angel, you remind us all of flight. I mean, we dance to anything. The no music clap applies to all situations. It fills the void of disremembering. I say light feet, and we stomp hard, and we don't stay still. I say I'm from New York, and I mean, my high school didn't have a gym or an auditorium or a first week ritual that didn't involve a memorial. I mean, they keep trying to shut down my library to build a precinct in its place. I mean, I learned my poverty by learning other people's wealth. I say underfunded. I say we hungry. I say I am song. I say concrete palace. I say my mother built this. I say our people are buried here, so it must be ours. I say we hold these bodies like the ground does, and I mean, I'm gonna make it home, mama. I mean, this city won't swallow me. I mean, gentrifiers better make room for us. I mean, we gon' eat before we go. I mean, we coming. I mean, we here. I mean, if these city lights are my stars, then I'm not too far from them at all. I mean, if the pigeons can fly, then I can too. I say we black and brown and poor and trans and queer. We're eternal. We build, so we burn. It is cultural practice to refuse to die. Thank you.
That's our youth Laureate. So amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, next up we have Alyssa See-Tho, a multiracial writer who has worked on a variety of forms and cares deeply about creating social change through storytelling. A lot of that in here tonight, I think. Alyssa's work has been developed and performed in theaters in New York City and in the San Francisco Bay Area, as well as produced online and on the radio. So welcome up, Alyssa.
Hello, I'm gonna try for this stool, but I'm also not quite tall enough for it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my name is Alyssa. It's really good to be in this space with everybody. And I don't normally perform my own stuff, so I'm kind of nervous, but that's how I'm being feisty today. And this is a song that I wrote because I didn't think there were enough Halloween love songs. Unwrap me like candy, oh wouldn't it be dandy for us to get together? And yes, I know the weather is changing, it's autumn and it's falling in love. Ooh. It all seems so funny. I'm hiding my feelings wrapped up like a mummy. I'll pour my heart out. Fake blood and gore that I bought for $5 at the costume store. Oh, trick or treat. I think it'd be pretty neat to have you in my arms tonight. Waiting for your answer gives me such a fright, but I'm willing to fight. Ghosts and ghouls and heartbreakers and fools to be with you, with you. Sweeter than chocolate, better than pie. You're not the apple but the pumpkin of my eye. I wanna say I love you, but I bite my tongue. Thank goodness I don't have fangs, or I'd be done. Oh, trick or treat. I think it'd be pretty neat to have you in my arms tonight. Oh, waiting for your answer gives me such a fright, but I'm willing to fight. Ghosts and ghouls and heartbreakers and fools to be with you. I'm some kind of jack-o'-lantern. You light a fire inside of me and it burns. Kit Kats are sweet and Skittles are sour. And as the clock strikes the haunting hour, I want to hurt Hershey's kiss you. Trick or treat. I think it'd be pretty neat to have you in my arms tonight. Waiting for your answer gives me such a fright, but I'm willing to fight. Ghosts and ghouls and heartbreakers and fools to be with you, with you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Up next, we have Neil Lynsky. Neil Lynsky is a comedian and writer. He was recently named one of the new faces of comedy at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. His stand-up focuses on storytelling, living with cerebral palsy, and whatever is making him anxious that day. All right, Neil.
How are you guys? Good? Hey, I think I'm the only comedian on the lineup. Is that right? One more. Okay. All right. Well, just to get the energy up, just give me some really loud fake enthusiasm. Yeah. Okay. Now stop. All right. You guys. Wow. That was really on the nose. Okay. Oh yeah. I sit on stage. I sit because I'm disabled. Yeah. It took me years of doing stand-up to realize, like, oh, maybe I should sit and not do what my people are famously bad at, which is, standing the entire time. Yeah, I have cerebral palsy. I used to ask at shows if anyone else was disabled. And then I had to stop because I got the most insane responses ever from people in Brooklyn. A lot of people say, said that their physical disability is anxiety, which I don't mean to belittle the anxious and their oppressed community and their physical disability. But I don't think at a certain level anxiety counts as a physical disability. Also, if you're standing up at a comedy show going, "Hey, I'm anxious," no, you are not. The anxious are at home. The anxious didn't come out. One girl recently, I asked if anyone was disabled, and this girl was like, "Yeah, I'm disabled." And I was like, "Oh, what do you have?" And don't say if you don't want to say. And she was like, "Well, it's hard for me to talk about." And I was like, "Okay, moving on." And then she was like, "Well, but wait." Like, she really wanted to talk about it. And her disability was that she was bisexual. That's what she said. Which that's a bonus. That's an extra. You have more to do. That's a superpower. But I ripped into her I said, that's hard. And do you want to get a drink after the show? Whatever. One person said that their disability was depression, which, it definitely can be, and I would never make fun of a depressed person. But that is what I did for about 10 minutes, and everyone loved it, except for that guy. But then, okay, so then afterwards, this separate person came up to me after the show, and she was like, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but depression is a far more serious disability than whatever the fuck you've got going on." So, not all the, no, not really, because I know that because on top of cerebral palsy, guess what I also have? I have depression, and there's no, I've never gotten surgery for my depression. You can get, cerebral palsy can make you depressed. You can't get so depressed that you then wake up with what I have. That's not how it works. There's no entire separate Olympics for depressed people. Unless you count bowling and stand-up comedy, and then you service. Man. Yeah, I've never had a show open with like a beautiful Kaddish before. So sad and beautiful. No, I wish I knew Judy. I was reminded of when I needed a college, like a recommendation from my high school teacher, and like my favorite high school teacher wrote in her essay, Neil's disabled, but he's over it by now. When I was 17, maybe. So I could use something like her. I do ask if anyone is disabled, and I think at the show we'll have plenty. I think it's a bit of a moot question. I was late, and I was like, well, if any show will understand why I was slow in getting here, it'll be this one, walking uphill. Here's something good. I was unemployed for like a year, and then I got a job recently. Not bad, finally. Yeah, being unemployed as a disabled person is tough. It's hard to, I can't just work at a coffee shop or whatever, so it was tough. And my therapist, I was telling her like it's hard, and she just said, you should watch The Elephant Man. And I was already like, oh fuck no. She was like, I said, why should I watch? She said, because the Elephant Man in that movie was going through exactly what you're going through right now. Which I don't know if you've seen The Elephant Man. She said the Elephant Man is disabled, and then he learns to accept it, and then his life gets better from then on. I don't know if you have seen that movie, but that is not what happens in that movie. The Elephant Man is like, I don't think they ever figured out what disability he has, but he just is deformed, I guess, and he is born and he's in England, so he goes like, blimey, or whatever, and then he is disabled, and then his life gets worse. But then at the end, he dies. And that's it. That's the entire movie. That's what my therapist thought would inspire me. Whatever. It's not all bad. I have a girlfriend now. Yeah, thank you. She's not here. But my girlfriend is taller than me, which I don't have any jokes about that. I'm just so proud of myself. It's amazing. Yeah, we were talking about like bad first date stories and stuff, and as a disabled person, I want to like let someone know that I'm disabled if we're gonna go on a date. Because if they don't want to date a disabled person, then I don't want to date them, or I can't rather. But so I was on a date with this girl once, and it was going well, I thought, and I always want to like let someone know that I'm disabled, but I have to like couch it into a story, like subtly, as I've done. So I was telling her some story like, oh, I was waiting for the train and I'm disabled. And then she went, wait, stop. You're disabled? And I went, yeah. And she went, oh, strike two. Which I do not know what strike one was, or that I was on a game show that involved strikes. But I didn't hit strike three, and that's my girlfriend. She's the greatest. It's a difficult relationship. She doesn't like a lot about me. One time I was going on a first date, or it was like a third date, and I was nervous. I was on the train. I was nervous. I have a lot of anxiety around dating and women because I am gay, and I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll get there, whatever. And I was like, always gets a bigger laugh now. But I was nervous. I was like, okay, I'll like meditate. I'll like focus on my breath. Well, I have asthma, so I'll focus on my, Carl Weezer style gasp prayer. And I did. It worked. I like calmed down, and I felt like really present and calm for like the first time in my life. And then my body was like, oh, we're only ever this calm and sitting down when we have to take a shit. No, don't worry. I fully shit my pants, really bad. And I was sitting down, so it kind of pancaked out, like the Challenger explosion. So I was like, oh fuck. So we've all shit our pants on our way to a third date. We've all done it. And protocol is you bail, right? You bail, but I didn't want to bail because I like this girl. She didn't believe in astrology. Criteria for me. She had a mullet, cool. And then she told me that her two things she was most attracted to in life were twinks, which you kind of already covered with me, and then Bill Hader. And I don't know if you can see me now, but I was like designed for this girl, and I covered her product and shit. So I wanted to persevere. So I came up with this plan, which at the time I thought was a good plan, which was I'm going to get off at the subway station that I need to, and then I'm going to run up the stairs. I'm disabled, so waddle upstairs, and then get 2 masks from the booth upstairs. You know how you can get masks from the booth at the subway from those people who I assume they live in those booths because there's no doors. So I got 2 masks from the booth, and then my plan was to hide behind that wall. You know when you go on the subway, there's that wall that you can kind of hide behind. Like the subway kind of peters off into this wall. In House of Cards, Kevin Spacey shoves that woman onto the tracks. I was very inspired by that plan. He does it behind this wall. So my idea was to use the masks as toilet paper. Is this on? Use the masks as toilet paper, toss them onto the tracks. I'm all good to go. And then do it. So I did all that. I ran up the stairs, hid behind a wall, and then I put a mask in my pants. And then I looked at the mask, and there was no shit on the mask. And I didn't shit my pants. I just farted and had a panic attack. And then I did all that shit. And then I tossed the mask on the tracks, and I saw in the corner of my eye this little sanitation worker lady just staring at me dead on. Like, what? Why? Why? And I wanted to apologize, but I did not want to come across as weak. So it came out like, sorry. And I realized that woman saw the entire thing. She saw me run up the stairs, run up, shove a mask up my ass, look at it, be weirdly disappointed, toss the mask on the tracks, and then look at her with pure confidence, go, sorry. Like, hey, sorry. You didn't get the prize you thought was going to be up my ass. See you later. But I made it. I made it to the girl. The moral of the story, the moral of the whole event, guys, don't give up. Don't give up. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. My name's Neil. Have a good night.
Thank you. Well, is it on?
Yes.
Great. We realized we forgot to do visual descriptions, so we're gonna do that. But I'm Abbie. I'm a white person with short brown hair, and I'm wearing blue jeans where one leg is painted with white swirly patterns, and a blue shirt with a white sweater vest over it, and also a necklace with blue beads on it that look like the medication that I take.
And I'm Danny, and I'm a white person with slightly longer short hair. And I'm wearing black big pants and a white little polo white and yellow striped polo.
Nice. So now for a complete tone shift, we have Latif Askia, a poet with cerebral palsy living in Brooklyn, New York, who received his MFA in creative writing from Columbia University and is currently teaching there as an early career fellow. He's also an author at Stillhouse Press, who published his first full-length collection, The Machine Code of a Bleeding Moon, in September of 2022. Check it out. His work appears in Sick Magazine, Poetry, and many other places. All right, Latif, everybody.
Hello, my name is Steven. I have to go up a little. Yeah, that's good. light-skinned in a wheelchair. I'm wearing black pants and a dress shirt that's white and black and a little bit yellow. And my brother, Tarek, who also light-skinned. How would you describe yourself? Shaven, wearing some jeans, shirt too. I'm gonna read this poem. Is anyone feeling good? Not anymore. The poem is called Something Ordinary. We woke up this morning to the grinding of the war machine. She likes to thumb herself with the bones of children that were whittling. We've awakened, startled by the ordinary light falling on our ordinary floor. This is a fine day to take up religion, to take up prayer, or meditation, or astral projection. She's ravenous when she gets to swimming. Her 90 limbs tickling some indiscernible weapon of music, beautiful as it plays. Death. Some notes being sharp, short, crude, while others she labors over, stretches, pushes out with a feverish glow, as if this constipation was the only thing she had ever truly felt. We have jolted, or are jolting out of our sleep, and into her gluttonous dream in which we play ourselves, doing ordinary things like putting on our pants, peeling an orange, walking the dog, saying I love you, shitting, scrolling, lying down. She feeds on children, on anything, but she seems to get extraordinary satisfaction from suddenly snatching beans in the middle of, underneath the, on the way from or to licking the bones. She demands funding. The teeth on her meat grinder are becoming too dull, too gunky. We woke up to the grinding and the smell of burning flesh, or the smell of absent flesh. The woman on the train does just to fill her empty bodega coffee cup with the ordinary things we've adjusted to. There was something growing on her neck, feasting on the leanness of her jowls. Thank you,
Thank you. All right, let's give it up for Latif again, everybody. Amazing! That was wonderful. And you're right, I am sad now. All right. Up next, we've got John Carroll. John Carroll is a composer from New York, New York. He has earned degrees in music performance from SUNY Schenectady County Community College in 2017, music composition at SUNY Fredonia in 2020, while studying under Jamie Lee Sampson and musical theater writing at New York University in 2022. Represent. And performing John's song, we have Miranda Holiday, an award-winning playwright, librettist, vocalist, and theater artist from Columbus, New Jersey, who was in an off-Broadway production of Ain't Misbehavin' and is a Miranda Family Fellowship recipient, as well as Kristen Michelle, who is a non-binary actor, singer, voice teacher, and songwriter based in Brooklyn with a background in opera and musical theater. All right, let's bring up those people.
Yeah. Where did they go?
Yeah.
Also a magician.
Should we just grab ourselves?
Yes.
That would be great. Yeah.
Oh, I made it so low for you.
No, that's okay.
Oh, John wanted to say a word.
John.
You're tall. Yes, thank you for noticing.
Hello, it's me, the context for what you're about to see. My name is John Carroll. I'm the composer and librettist of Troubleshooting. Specifically, what you're going to be listening to is an excerpt, a 5-minute excerpt from the opera that you're about to hear. And it was written specifically out of my desire as an autistic person to figure out basically what the hell do you do when you desperately want to socialize and experience community with others when you have a disorder that is demarcated amongst other things by its difficulty socializing. And so in an effort to sort of figure out what the hell I was going to do, I made the two sides of my autistic identity talk to each other. On my right is Miranda, who will be playing Sam, who represents someone who really wants to socialize, but has a lot of difficulty doing so. They're thwarted by sensory issues, being unsure of how to penetrate very complex social environments, et cetera, et cetera. They really want to learn how to socialize, but they just don't know how. They're looking for advice. And so they seek the advice of Rory, who's going to be played by Kristen, who is a volunteer social worker, who is also autistic and has also figured out their own way of socializing, which is essentially masking as neurotypical. And over the course of the opera, they realize that that is not a sustainable strategy. They're constantly burnt out. And so they come together and try to figure out, what are they going to do? They troubleshoot the solution. In this excerpt you're about to see, Rory begins to ask Sam a couple of questions about their experience and where they're at mentally at this point in the show. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miranda Holiday. I'm playing the role of Sam. I am 5'4", African-American and Puerto Rican with curly brown hair. It's tied up. I'm wearing a black sweater with a white button-up and a skirt with black and white flowers.
Hello, I'm Kristen. I am 5'7". I am a white person with curly shoulder length brownish hair. And I am wearing some like 90s inspired striped cerulean, let's call it, and navy sweater with some little pink stripies over a white button up and khaki pants. And I'm going to be sitting though, so. Feeling stressed?
Yes.
Isolated?
Yes.
Would you say that life is not worth living?
No.
But it still feels quite debilitating.
Yes.
What have you tried?
I don't know.
Just to name a time.
So I went on a date last week. It was bad.
Go on.
We met at a cafe. I thought it would be easier that way. Relatively quiet, not a lot of people. Then we started talking. tables loudly chatting, ramping sounds of my heart beating. What did you say? I didn't catch that. Are you okay? You seem distracted. Where's the bathroom? One breath in, one breath out, count to 10. Deep inhale, slow exhale, count the tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A second bathroom break this hour. 8, 9, 10. They think I'm crazy. 9, 2, 3. Feel the ventilated air. Inhale the muffled talking. Exhale running water. Hand soap. Inhale close too tight. Can't keep them waiting. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exit the bathroom. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I should go home, take care, drive safe. And that was the date. And the one before that too. Why did I bother? Why did I even go? I don't know.
So light and sound distress you.
Sometimes.
Even someone talking.
It depends.
I see. Do you go out?
No.
Not a lot around.
I wouldn't know.
Is going out a source of stress?
Yes.
Could you name a time you felt your best?
There was this party. I had no other plans. I thought I'd try it.
Did you panic?
I'll get to that. But at first it wasn't bad. It felt good. It felt normal. Until the people started breaking off into their little circles. Suddenly I was left standing in the corner all alone. I had a drink to loosen up, that didn't work. Another drink should do it. Someone asked me something, but I couldn't speak. What's 2 more, 3 more drinks? A blurry mess said something, then I woke up home. Why did I do that? Why did I even go? I don't know. There was a time I spent my days out wandering by the brook. The grackles, mayflies intertwining, and the twilight dressed the air in violet hues. I'd stay there all night. Silence, perfect. I can breathe here. Take me back. Let me live the way I was meant to be. Feral. No more drinks. No more counting bathroom tiles. No more regrets. And yet I left. Why did I go? I don't know.
Were you lonely?
Yes.
Would you go back?
No. I don't know. What's the difference here or there? It's all the same.
No, I know how I can help you.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to hear that whole opera. That was amazing. I want to know what happens next. Our next song has lyrics written by my wonderful co-host, Danielle Koenig. Amazing. Who's an award-winning, chronically ill, queer trans actor and writer with degrees from NYU's Graduate Musical Theater Writing and UCLA's School of Theater, Film, and Television. Their musical, The Myth of the Mountain, with music by Justin D. Cook, has been performed at UCLA, Syracuse University, and NYU, and was a 2023 and 2024 NMTC semifinalist. That musical is also awesome, and I hope for us all to get to hear that musical someday as well. But the song performing tonight has music written by Raiah Rofsky, the composer, orchestrator, and copyist located in New York City. Her music has been produced and performed at Phoenix Theater Company, the Hollywood Fringe Festival, 54 Below, Joe's Pub, 52nd Street Project, Rattlestick Theater, and Prospect Theater Company. As a queer, Jewish, and neurodivergent artist, Raiah is dedicated to centering her artistic practices around lifting up marginalized voices. When she is not writing, she enjoys embroidery, drinking iced coffee, and going to drag shows. Nice. She's also the composer for my grandmother's favorite song that I've ever written because it was about her. And Raiah will also be performing the song. So let's bring up Raiah. Woo!
Holy shit, y'all. Okay. Hi, I'm Raiah Rofsky. I guess I'll do my thank you. A visual description. I am about 5'4". I have shoulder length, brownish blondish hair, and I am wearing a floor length red plaid dress. What do I say? This song is dedicated to all of the queer people in the late 2000s who got crises through the internet. Alone is not alone when I'm online. Alone is not alone when I play Moncala on Club Penguin for the 1400th time. I've got friends in real life. Well, I've got one. But now she has a boyfriend, so I've got none. So I'll play Moncala and do my homework and post on MySpace and call her landline and wonder if she's thinking about me. This isn't how a normal life is. Unless I'm gay. No, I'm not gay. Unless I'm gay. Wait, am I gay? No, I'm not gay. I'll take a quiz. Which of these sports do you play? Soccer, football, or ballet? And by the way, are you gay? Soccer can't be gay. Mom plays it. Football can't be gay. Dad watches it. Ballet can't be gay. Beautiful women dance it. Beautiful long women. Beautiful long lean women. Beautiful long lean straight women. Straight women like me. I am normal. I am normal. women. I am normal. Which shoe do you think is cute? High heel, sneaker, or combat boot? Can you refute? You're a fruit. Of course, high heels can't be gay. They're girly. Sneakers can't be gay. They're sporty. Combat boots can't be gay. Women wear them on the daily. Stocky macho women. Stocky macho short-haired women. Stocky macho short-haired straight women. Straight women like me. I am normal. I am normal. I like high heels. I am normal. I like most boots for the style, not the women. I am normal. And a normal woman like me wants normal things. Like a normal future with a normal diamond ring. At our wedding, we'll play Gaga, own a normal 7 cats, drive a normal Subaru, wear normal backwards hats, play normal weekend softball, binge the whole of Facts of Life. She won't care if I go braless. She's my normal wife. Am I normal? Am I normal? All I want is to be normal. I like straight boys cause I'm normal and so horny. I don't like girls cause I'm normal. Screw Sigourney. I'm so normal that I want boys to ignore me. I'm so normal. So normal. Normal. Did you lie on any of these questions to seem straight?
Whoever wrote the lyrics to that song should be so proud. All right, up next we've got James Caverly. James Caverly is known for playing Theodemus on Only Murders in the Building and has a really wonderful resume. I should have looked through more. Children of a Lesser God on Broadway, The Music Man at the Olney Center, Into the Woods, Company, Legally Blonde. Whoa! So many things, and will now be coming up to perform for you now. Welcome, James.
What's up, you beautiful disabled people? So my image description is I am a white guy. I have a short beard. I'm wearing a blazer, a gray blazer, a blue shirt, and slacks. And I have great hair and pretty glasses too. So, as a disabled person, I know it's hard to stand up for yourself. In some ways, I've always been conditioned to think I'm a burden to able-bodied people. And it starts at a young age. I myself make myself smaller so I don't cause any issues. When I started working as a professional actor, I realized the importance of speaking out to fight for equal access in the workspace, at home, and in everyday life, because it's not just for me, but it's for all the other disabled people who are like me, who have been small for far too long. But
Speaking out takes an incredible amount of courage. For Judy to be that fighter for us against the tides of ignorance, fear, and hatred, she will forever be my hero. So, to honor Judy, I will recite this poem from Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I'm not there. I did not die. Thank you.
That was so beautiful. I'm just like sitting with that. Next up, we have Imani Russell, a Black queer and trans and disabled multi-hyphenate artist from Crown Heights, trained in classical music, musical theater, and acting. Imani has recently made their Broadway debut in the new musical How to Dance in Ohio. So awesome. Gone too soon, that musical. Imani has performed off-Broadway and at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and is an emerging voiceover artist. As a writer, they think about the connections between time, space, family, queerness, and magic. They'll be coming up to sing a song from The Civility of Albert Cashier. Welcome, Imani.
It's in my hair. I'm good. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm gonna sing a song called I Gotta Try from The Civility of Albert Cashier, which is about a trans Civil War soldier. But I also feel like I just very deeply relate to it as someone who feels like my disabilities are very intertwined with my transness as well. So that's why I chose to sing this today. So, yeah, all right. Could I be satisfied to live someone else's life? It doesn't feel right, but I don't know why. Deep in the heart of me, I know what I believe. To live as I want is a sacrifice. It's quite a mountain to climb, but I gotta try. I gotta try. I gotta try. What if I leave? Keep fighting and go. Pick a direction, make my own road. Would that be so bad? Would that be so hard? What if my place is where I plant a stake? What if my home is just what I make? Would that be so bad? Would that be so hard? It feels so real, clear when I close my eyes, what my life would be without compromise. I'm terrified, but I know I gotta try. I gotta try. A house in a field, my boots by the door, a hook for my coat, don't need much more. Apply for a garden, a tent for my own. That'd be the life. I could work for a farmer, I'm good with my hands. Pull the long hours, do anything I can to sit on my porch as the sun goes down. That'd be the life. I'd make it real, not something in my mind. Take those troubles I've lived, leave them all behind. I'm terrified, but I know I gotta try. I gotta try. It might be lonely, I might get cold, but this is the only time that I've known, and the future's finally clear. What I'll do with all my years, I don't wanna disappear, but I can't live a lie. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Thank you. Imani Russell, everybody! So amazing. All right, up next we've got another comedian for you. So let's get the energy back up again for Walter Matuza. Walter is a blind, visually impaired comedian who has performed throughout New York City and other parts of the country, who is a business school graduate from Seton Hall University. He loves golf, comedy, and his beautiful fiance, and our accessibility coordinator, Zoe Hartman.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to come and see me. 'Cause I can't see you. All right. Oh, you guys are over there. Shoot. All right. Yeah, so I am legally blind as opposed to most of you delinquents, obviously illegally sighted. I'm also known as the Blind Beard. No, I mean that's what they call me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You know, if you guys, follow me after that shameless plug, right? No, so yeah, like she was saying, I'm engaged to Zoe, the accessibility coordinator here. She's also legally blind, and we met at the disability office getting our half-fare Metric cards. We bumped into each other, and we've been in love ever since. And a few dates later, we met each other. I mean, we were watching a movie. And she turns to me and says, "So, what kind of car do you drive?" I'm like, "Come on! Don't you realize we're both legally blind here?" All right. Fine. Let's move on from that. She also mentioned I'm a business school graduate. I graduated from Seton Hall, and I work for a city job right now, and I'm trying to decide whether to open up my own business. I want to be a blind magician. How does that sound? Maybe it sounds okay, but I'm gonna try my first magic trick for you. So I'm gonna take my ordinary empty hat here. I'm gonna deposit my coin in here. And I'm gonna make the coin disappear. All right? Can someone prove that it's in there? It's in there nicely. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm gonna put it on my head and make it disappear for you. All right, it did magic. It's gone. Whoa! There we go. See, I don't think that one's. I don't think that career is going to go over too well. All right. So my other idea was to be a blind tour guide, the first blind tour guide. So I'll give you an example tour. We'll start off over by the Brooklyn Bridge, and we'll walk from there. Over here's the Empire State Building, I think. All right, let's go a little further. Over here's the Freedom Tower, I think. All right, come on, let's go a little bit further. Over here's the East River. You can smell that from anywhere in the city. Oh, man. So the fun thing about being in, visually impaired in the city and having a disability and stuff, people either want to be way too helpful or not helpful enough. When I'm crossing the street, people would like to come by and grab my arm and try and pull me across and figure out where I'm going. They'll start taking me somewhere and they'll put me in a seat somewhere, and I'll be like, hey, at least buy me a drink first. They're like Boy Scouts here, trying to get their merit badge, right, Tony? Oh man. Or on the other side, I'll be crossing the street, and then I'll say to someone, hey, what street did I just cross? And then they'll turn to me and say, hey, it's up there, the sign. That took more words than saying 42nd Street. What the hell? Oh man. Yeah, I love traveling around the city and stuff. And people think, well, my beard used to be a little bit longer, and people would think when I'm walking around, and I would say, "Excuse me, can you help me find this address here?" They'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any change for you." They'll sit there and think I'm homeless or something. I'm like, "What the heck?" That's the other thing people do. They take pity on you, but that's the hard part. But and then other times people would. I hate to say this. I feel like I'm sounding like I'm from the Goodfellas. Is that right? I'm from Staten Island. So my Staten Island comes out too much here. Well, when people get curious about my visual impairment, my disability, they always have stupid questions to ask everyone, right? When you have a disability, so they'll start holding up their fingers to me, asking me, "Hey, how many fingers am I holding up?" and everything, and all I have to say to them is, "How many fingers am I holding up?" All right, thank you, everyone.
You forgot your magic trick. I've made a quarter from this event. Next we have Rebbekah Vega-Romero, a queer, neurospicy, Afro-Latina Jewish performer, writer, and producer who resides in her native NYC with her cat. My bio here does not say the name of the cat, so you'll have to tell us that when you come up here. Rebbekah's solo cabaret show, Ingenuity, is available for booking. Any producers in the audience? Rebbekah is a graduate of LaGuardia Fame High School, holds a BA from Boston University, and is a Young Arts Award winner. Rebbekah is a 2023 Doreen Montalvo Scholarship honoree and a 2023 Inaugural Fellow for the Latinx Playwriting Circle's Summer Jam Fellowship. All right, everybody, welcome Rebbekah.
Hi, everyone. I have never visually described myself before, but I'll give it a shot. I'm usually about 5'4", but I'm wearing big shoes, and I'm wearing a white sundress with yellow and pink flowers on it, and I have a short dark auburn afro. I was really nervous and unsure about joining this cabaret when Danny asked me. I feel a lot of imposter syndrome about showing up and owning my identity as a disabled artist. And so I thought I would, instead of sharing some of my writing, share the song, the character that first made me aware that there was maybe something different about me. I went to see The Light in the Piazza when I was a kid, and I said, hey, she's like me. And then I found out that Clara had been kicked in the head by a pony. And then a few years later, I was diagnosed with ADHD. And anyway, I wanted to share that song because I think of Clara as a lot of feisty joy and a positive representation of what growing into yourself as a disabled person could look like.
These are very popular in Italy. It's the land of naked marble boys. Something we don't see a lot in Winston-Salem. That's the land of corduroys. I'm just a someone in an old museum, far away from home as someone can go. But the beauty is I still meet people I know. Hello, this is wanting something, this is reaching for it, this is wishing that a moment would arrive. This is taking chances, this is almost touching what the beauty is. I don't understand a word they're saying. I'm as different here as different can be. But the beauty is I still meet people like me. Everyone's a mother here in Italy. Everyone's a father or a son. I think if I had a child, I would take such care of her. Then I wouldn't feel like one. I've hardly met a single soul, but I am not alone. I feel known. This is wanting something. This is praying for it. This is holding breath and keeping fingers crossed. This is counting blessings. This is wondering when I'll see that boy again. I've got a feeling he's just a someone too. And the beauty is when you realize someone could be looking for a someone like you.
Oh my God, I think my sister's having her baby.
What a way to end a song! Mary baby. Well, I hope that baby is born. Nice. Up next, we've got Jess the edge of my seat right now. I'm like, we should all wait until Rebbekah gets done. We're all going to the hospital. All right, up next, we've got Jess Westman singing Running from Wheels, an original musical. Jess Westman is an actor, writer, composer, and comedian living with muscular dystrophy. In early 2020, Westman began writing Wheels, an original musical, a show handling grief and mortality, covering his own experience with his disability, which had its New York debut last June at the Drama League and is currently in workshop development. Welcome, Jess.
Hi, everybody. Thanks. Cool. Physical description. I am a Caucasian. Oh, this is happening. It's good. We're good. I am a Caucasian male, and I have a brown shirt on with black jeans and white sneakers, and a watch that looks more expensive than it actually is, and an early onset receding hairline that I'm covering up. I don't know why I said that. Just being honest. So I want to be honest before I talk or sing today. This song is something I wrote basically when I was 16, and then I finished it officially when I was 19. I'm 24 now. And it's changed because the song was the idea that one day I won't be able to run. And now I can't run. And then there's going to be a day where I can't stand. And usually most people I've met that have Becker muscular dystrophy, is what I have, they avoid it until they absolutely can't, until it's just their reality. But I felt how devastating. I just thought in my head, that's got to be so devastating to just never accept something until it's this sad reality. It doesn't have to be a sad reality. So this song isn't necessarily an inspirational song, but it's an honest song because we're not inspirational. We're people. I think people forget that we're people. In January, it's okay. I think it's just when you, yeah, I found the thing. Okay, is when you do that. Okay, we're good. I almost died in January. My enzymes in my heart were inflamed, and my landlord took me to the hospital. The emergency room, they said, your heart is enlarged, which is kind of cool for the Grinch, not so cool when you're a human being, because you can go into cardiac arrest. So I was in the hospital and never thought I'd be there. And I was in a wing. I was actually surrounded by people 3 times my age that were confused why I was there. And there were no specialists that knew really what muscular dystrophy was. There was a cardiologist. They were very confused. And I was certain I was going to die. And then God literally performed a miracle. I didn't die. I'm out of the hospital. And I feel like I've been given a new lease on life. And I guess you can clap for me. It's nice. So it's weird because this becomes more and more real every year. And most people maybe would have been a little angry that happened, at least financially bothered. The New York tax stuff, it's tough. But I was grateful, and I am grateful, and pleased that we were all asked to be here tonight, because it's so necessary to be able to tell our stories in an inclusive space and be able to be open and honest, and there's no requirement for how we tell our stories. It's just a matter of if you want to. So thanks for letting me share, and ready for the song. This is Running. Years old, on the ground, with these knees that felt like water and nobody around. Now and again I'd start to feel this burning, like a dire need for a better fate inside me, just churning. Then I closed my eyes, and all I could see was who I wanted to be. In my mind I was running out of that place. I was getting up and running away without a single trace. I was going somewhere until I opened my eyes again. It's 13, my dad, he told me, make it your gift, not your strife. And so I started trusting in that until he walked out of my life. Looking at the now, I found there's nothing but falling and wanting and hoping to feel like something. And I still turn my head to the sky, always wondering why. In my mind I'm running toward a lie. I am standing up and running away, and I don't know if it's a sign, but I am going somewhere until I open my eyes. After my legs gave out, this chair became my life, my world. It's my everyday. It'll be how I live and breathe, sleep and eat. It's all that he'll know. It's all he'll believe. And I'm daily told that there is hope. But where is hope when all I do is cope? I know the day will never come, but to just be free, to stand, to run. In my mind I'm running away. There's nothing and no one around to remind me of today. I'm going somewhere until I open my eyes
Everybody, that was Jess Westman. Jess Westman. All right, up to bring us home. We've got two songs from the new musical 504, which was written by by my co-host, Abbie. Abbie Goldberg is a multidisciplinary artist from the mountains of rural Maine. They are an alumnus of Broadway Advocacy Coalition's Theater of Change program, the New Opera and Musical Theater Initiative, the Join for Justice Community Organizing Fellowship, and New York University's Graduate Musical Theater Writing Program. And they're also a co-founder of the Jewish drag troupe Turmoil, with whom they perform under the name Have a Good Time. They are passionate about using joy and spectacle as forces for social change, and they wrote the lyrics for the two songs you're about to see. The music was written by Mason McDowell, an award-winning singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and actor who is an alumni of the BMI Lemon Angle Musical Theater Workshop, and, of course, you guessed it, NYU's Graduate Musical Theater Writing Program. He's also on the piano behind me right now. And I'd like to re-welcome up Miranda Holiday and Krista Michelle to sing. Just Miranda Holiday at first. I'm joking.
Hello, everybody. It's me again. I'm wearing the black sweater with the white shirt underneath and the black and white skirt with flowers, brown curly hair. Yeah.
Ruffles, bows, tassels, curls. I was not one of the pretty girls with a crooked grin. I could laugh about it a little. Pale lavender, Lagerfeld roses, pears just ripe as summer closes. If I could capture beauty, maybe I could be it a little. In church you sing with a purpose for a being greater than yourself. Here I found a purpose, find a greater calling, and in it found myself. I didn't know the world could really change. I didn't know someday we could be okay. I didn't know that we were so beautiful. I didn't know that I was so beautiful. Barred windows, scratched up walls, noisy, crowded, fear-filled halls. When you're born broken, you think you'll only live a little. Banners, crutches, trapped within, but freer here than we have ever been. Here I have witnessed beauty, and this time I could feel it a little more. In church you sing with purpose, singing songs for those who came before. Here I fight with a purpose, fight for those who take my place within the war. I didn't know the world could really change. I didn't know someday we would be okay. I didn't know that I was so beautiful. I didn't know that I was so beautiful. I love the sun.
I always have. But I thought I was made for the shade. Now we're basking in our own light, unmasking our birthright, together and unafraid. And now that I know the world can really change, and now that I know someday we will be okay. Now that I know that we are so beautiful, I finally know that I am so beautiful. We are so beautiful. We are so beautiful. We are beautiful.
So just to give a little context, that's from 504 the Musical, which is about 1977 sit-ins for disability rights when Section 504 was passed, which was the first time people with disabilities were legally granted civil rights. And Judy Heumann was one of the main organizers of that sit-in. And when we showed her that song, she said, what's that line about a church? I'm Jewish. I said, the character's not based on her, it's a different character. But then we made the show more Jewish because we do what Judy Heumann says. And the next song is called Round and Round, and it's a moment of celebration when the protest is flooded with support, and they're all celebrating together. So welcome back the dynamic duo, Miranda and Kristen.
I know a story about a mermaid, wanted legs so she could walk. I see which took her voice as payment. She could stand but couldn't talk. The witch was proud of her sly cruelty, claimed this girl under her spell. But unperturbed, this girl skipped gaily, thanked the witch in ASL. Round the stories go, say our lives are not but round, but they don't know. Stories change, stories grow.
In a tower, a lonely princess brushed her hair until it shined. She met a handsome prince one evening, neither cared that he was blind. He said, let down your hair, I'll climb it. I'm your greatest celebrator. The princess said, no, don't be silly, you can take the elevator.
All towers should be accessible.
Round stories go, say our lives are not but round, but they don't know. Stories change, stories grow. Sleeping Beauty had depression, Neil. The 7 little people didn't need Snow White. Rumpelstiltskin had a hunchback, but that's not what made him scheme at night. Some of us may be disfigured, but it's no punishment, no moral stain. When stories change, the future follows. One day soon, the freaks will reign. She grew hair from head to toe. And some folks in the town thought it ironic. A girl called Beauty loved him so.
But she knew bodies are all different. Planned a wedding, called a priest. Told the town I'd never change him.
In bed he really is a beast.
Round stories,
Round stories,
say our lives are not
say our lives
so
are
round, but they don't
round,
but they don't know. Stories change, stories grow.
Well, that's our show. That's our show, everybody. Some quick thank yous. I want to just thank the Brick Aux for letting us be here, for thanking our amazing accompanist Mason and David, for our accessibility coordinator Zoe Hartman, for our film crew in the back here. The whole gang is here. For James, who is an amazing co-producer with us, and Rachel for making us food, anyone else all of you, of course. We'll be here until 9:30, which is probably sooner than this. 9:30, which is in a half an hour. So feel free to stay and mingle. We're hoping to make this a recurring event. So if you're interested in getting involved, either as an organizer or a performer, feel free to reach out to me or Abbie or James. You can also DM Pebble Collective on Instagram or 504 Musical on Instagram.
Yeah, so in the spirit of Judy wanting us to be more Jewish, there's a Jewish tradition of writing brachot or blessings. So I have one for disability justice I thought we could say together to end the show. So if you feel comfortable, you can repeat after me. Thank you for our body minds.
Thank you for our body minds.
With all their specificities, challenges, and beauty.
With all their specificities, challenges, and beauty.
Thank you for the creativity and resilience.
Thank you for the creativity and resilience.
To navigate a world that was not designed for us.
To navigate a world that was not designed for us.
And thank you for feisty disabled people.
And thank you for feisty disabled people.
Building a world where our needs are not only met, but celebrated.
Building a world where our needs are not only met, but celebrated.
For ourselves, for each other, and for Judy.
For ourselves, for each other, and for Judy!
Thank you all.